All right, traded the Shimotsuke for the Oni 290 just because I want to fish it a bit. If you don't know about this Zimmer-built quiver, this thing is the best. It just goes right over your back, no problem. It weighs nothing. It's like you've got a 2-ounce rod and a 1-ounce piece of fabric. It's awesome. It just sits back there, out of your way. So we're gonna rig this up and fish the Oni for the rest of the day. I put on a longer line, but it was actually 2 feet longer than the rod. So I went back to the same line I was using on the 240. And I'll keep the same fly even though it's roughed up just for a while. It would be fun to fish a smaller fly or even a dry fly right now. I might throw a dry on. But I like the size 12 hooks because they're easy to get out of the fish. They're easy to grab. And with those tiny flies, sometimes it's really hard to get them, harder to get them out of the fish. So just for like ease of release. Oh my God, this Oni is such a joy. Holy moly. I mean, the Shimotsuke is nice, but the tip flex on the Oni makes it just a dream. I think it's even lighter weight than the 240 I was fishing. Same, just effortless casting. Wow, this is awesome. I'm definitely a member of Fan Club Oni, and it's hard to not like the way these rods fish. I mean, the way they cast, really. It's definitely a longer rod, harder to keep out of the branches overhead. Oh man, this run is great. Hope I haven't already spooked a fish from the bottom of the pool up through the pool. Probably did. Nice little set of mini falls and pools underneath. No fall. Okay. If anybody's home up here. Sun's peeking through. There's a fish. Oh, that was a fish. Now I'm in the tree. Of course I'm in the tree. Think I got it? Did I get it? I got it. Great. This rod is so small or so light, so nimble. It's really amazing. I mean, another thing with the 240 is the hook sets it was a shorter stroke for the hook set. So it was less likely to pop the fly straight into the trees overhead. There we go. Oh, nope. Oftentimes that happens where I thought I had a fish, I try to hook set it, and then I'm scared that I'm gonna pop it into the trees, so I do another little motion and then the line hits the tip of the rod, mini tangle, and then you just gotta slow down and be patient and get the tangle free. All right, another beautiful sun-kissed pool right here. Sun's coming out. Let's try right there. Yep, nailed it. It's almost like a 3-cast rule. If you really have 3 good casts and you don't get a bite, I thought that was a bite, but it was probably a rock, and you move up. And the beautiful thing about a stream is there's always more riches right around the corner. Be surprised if there's no fish in this little stretch. If I stay to this right side, I might be able to cast sidearm. Yep, that works. And one thing I definitely have noticed today, it being summer now, last time I fished here was probably 2 months ago, is that the fish are not in the shallow spots anymore. Used to be able to pull fish out of shallow stuff like this routinely. They're really concentrated in the deeper, shadier, cooler pools. The joy of this stream is it's just crystal clear all the time. I mean, The bad thing about this stream is in the drought, it dries to almost nothing. So all these fish that have, here now, all these fish that have been enjoying these 2 or 3 really wet years that we've had, we get 2 drought years and they're all gonna die, or most of them. And God forbid we have a fire. That'll really be when they go bye-bye. So I'm gonna try to hit the other side. Nope, okay. Gotta keep it real low. Other side of that. There we go, that was good. The left side where it gets cuts deep underneath those twigs. There we go. The Oni is just like a scalpel. It's just precision. But I was aiming for right in here. Just got spiderwebbed again. Yeah, so today it's really, you can kind of skip the flats and just head straight to the top of the deeper, bigger pools. Oh, that might have been one. Might have been a rock. Nope, that's a fish. There he is. Oh, big one. Big one. Come here, bud. Yep, that's a good fish. There you go. Again, right at the top of the bigger pools, deeper pools. Man, these fish are fat. Another beauty. I was saying, this is the conundrum of this stream is that, oh, see you later, dude. If there's enough water, the fish are super healthy. They're big, they're healthy. There's a lot of them. But in the drought years, it dries to almost nothing and then they have no chance. So it's like feast or famine for these fish. I'm gonna skip all this shallow stuff and just hit the top of, snag my shirt. Hit the top of every pool. This fly's looking beat up, but it's still working, so we'll just keep fishing it. What a beautiful stretch of river. My God, creek, can't really call it a river. 6 inches deep, if that. My favorite fish of the day so far was that little teeny one with the beautiful par marks. I think I like fish more for their beauty than their size. Doesn't matter how big they are. Look at this, crystal clear. Put a cast up there. Can go sidearm underneath. Love that flow. Oh, stick. Nobody's home. Oh, it's getting deeper up here. Oh, that's a fish. Oh, he went under the sticks. Okay, didn't even know I had a fish. Here we go, big one. And fighting. Okay, off the rocks, off the rocks. Wow, didn't expect that. Jeez, these are all good sized fish. Come here, dude. Another beauty. There you go. Just holding right there. There he goes. Yeah, so that guy was right here under the stick. He briefly shot under that stick and I was able to pull him out. That's thanks to the Oni. The backbone, once you get through the tip flex, it's got a pretty good backbone, so you can steer fish pretty dang well, and that was a great example. Went right under that stick and I just hauled on it and came right back out. So, love it. But you can see how the rod, you can see here in the sun, it's really tip flex. It goes straight until those last 2 sections, which just make it cast so wonderfully, and then also has the backbone you need, like just then, when you need it. Really. I mean, when Tom Davis first fished this and he was like, this is one of the best small stream rods ever produced, I was like, okay, is that hyperbole? But, you know, I think he's right. I do think he's right. But that Shimotsuke for 50 bucks, if you need a second little stream rod or a beater rod that you don't mind, you know, throwing around, giving to your kid, that Shimotsuke is a great piece, great buy. Really good value. But it's of course not quite as dreamy as this Oni. What time is it? Only 8:30. It's only 8:30. I have another 45 minutes of fishing before I have to go home. This is incredible. Fun of it is that might have been a fish. Now I'm in the tree again. Oh, got it down. Fun of it is you just never know when where the next fish is going to be. There, that was, might have been the ground. I assume it was the ground and keep going up. Oh, just spooked two. Dang. I just had the thought, oh, this spot looks good. And then I put a cast out and it skittered right from underneath my feet. All right, some idiot humans have created this huge dam and I'm taking it apart. I don't know why people think they need to do this. I really don't. I understand leaving trash because you're brainless and mindless, but purposely building a barrier, makes me so angry. All right, I disassembled that rock and stick bridge, barrier, whatever the heck it was. It's my good deed for the day. Now let's go see if there's a fish at the top of this pool. I think I'm in the realm of one last fish now. If I can get one more fish, then I can head back happy. Especially like, why do you need to create a bridge right back there in this beautiful stretch of stream when there's something you can walk on right here? People are really dumb. And I'm on a rock. All right, moving up. And about home here. The fun thing was in the spring when the flows were higher, there were just fish everywhere. You couldn't really predict where they were going to be. Whereas here in the summer, they're just always at the head of the pool in deeper water with oxygen, cooler, shade, all that. So it's a little more predictable fishing. In springtime, this is one of my favorite stretches because of the casting space overhead. We'll see how it fishes now. Searching for that one last fish. One more fish, please. Oh, there's a fish. Spooked it. Dang. Out of the back of that pool. Probably means there's another one though in this pool. At the head, I just spooked another one. Dang it. Ah. Tricky conditions up here. Dragonflies smacking into my rod. Right, I spooked two fish, so I'm hoping they're still around or someone else is. Or maybe they went further up. Let's see. It's nice when the line is in the sun. You can really see where the cast goes. There's one. Oh! With the Oni too, this is I think a 3 or 3.5 level line, but you can throw a 2. It throws super lightweight line just beautifully. Okay, I've got my sights set on this little cascade pool up here. That's a good place to catch one more fish. Try not to spook the pool. I know there's fish at the top of this thing. Yeah, I can see them. Maybe I'll crouch. Yeah, I really like this green 8 inches of cider on the tip because it really it's easily and quickly recognizable exactly how deep your fly is. I saw a fish in there. There we go. That was a bite. I said, there we go. That was a bite in slow motion and didn't set it. It's a small fish. There's dragonflies dancing all around. Oh, there we go. Did you see it? It was a very small fish, 3 inches maybe. Too bad, I like seeing those guys in the net. Yeah, this spot's nice because look at the oak trees. Gorgeous. Oh my God. But nice overhead casting space. Bee on my hand. Glad he was just relaxing and wasn't out for blood, because he would have had me. All right, the search for one more fish is proving difficult through this stretch here. It started hot and it's slowing down. Maybe that's because it started cool and it's heating up in terms of the temperature. Yeah, this pool looks real good. Let's try this. Right up there. Tip up. There we go. That was a bite for sure. See how I pop it up and then I'm immediately nervous it's gonna snag in the trees above. So the second it's evident that the fish is not on the line, if I slam it back down. That was a fish. Saw it. Dang. And now as I took a step up and probably spooked the pool, it was a little one. Saw its open mouth as I pulled the fly out of it. Come on, one last fish. There we go. There we go. Got one. There we go. That's fighting. It's fighting. Come on, bud. Good fish. Good fish. Good fish. Oh, yes. And the fly just popped out all on its own. Another probably 8, 9, 10-inch fish. Really nice. Nice little rock to sit on right here. I'm gonna release you. I'm not the bear or the red-tailed hawks that live up here. Beautiful. Okay, there you go. See you, dude. I mean, you catch one last fish and you're like, well, there's a good pool right here. I'll just try for one last fish, you know? It's hard to stop, but it is heating up in terms of temperature, so it's gonna start being hot on me and hot on the fish. So I'm gonna give myself a 5-minute cap. I'm allowed to catch one last fish if I can do it in 5 minutes. It's 9:20. Okay, challenge accepted. Nice and deep and shady here. Yep. Oh, I think that was a bite. Not sure. How far can I get it up underneath that branch? There we go. There's a fish. Whoa. Jeez, I just caught. Did you see that? Did you see that? I caught a fish with my bare hands. That was awesome. Man, years of playing sports paying off. All right, I'm gonna stop it there. I just pulled a fish out of the water and caught it with my left hand. That was totally cool, ending on that. Stream was great. It's starting to heat up. I'll take the water temperature again before I go. Also, just a quick review of these shoes. Techamphibian 5. These are great. The grip was great. It was nice to have some protection. I think I would get blisters if I walked in them for lots of miles on the trail, but the water drains out. I didn't get many rocks in there. You can fold this down and wear them kind of like flip-flops if you want. But yeah, these so far I like them. These were good. Didn't protect my toes as much as boots would. I definitely had bumps with rocks that I could feel right through them, but yeah, they're great. All right, air temperature 72, water temperature 64. I want to shout out this pack again. This little hack here I just discovered is great, so you can like rig on and off. Also want to shout out Great Meadows Canoe and Kayak. This little brookie landing net is just perfect for these size fish, up to like 12 inches maybe. You could even do 14 in it. But what a wonderful day. I had to put my dog down of 18 and a half years. I had my dog longer than I've had my wife. No, not quite. She would yell at me about that. Had to put him down 2 days ago, and I've been dealing with the first bout of grief in my life. Haven't lost any humans yet, and I know it's just practice for that. But stream therapy is the best therapy.